Well, the season opener for Apex Theater is 1 week from today, and we're sitting down with some of the actors in the local staging of the Glass Menagerie. Here to tell us about it is Ian Mairs, managing director at Apex. Good morning,
Good
Ian.
morning, Ann.
We're also joined by Jack Gallison, who plays Tom in the performance. Good morning, Jack.
Morning.
Sophie Somaru, who plays Laura in the production. Good morning.
Morning.
And Sophie's mom, who's here, Ailee Somaru. Good morning, Ailee.
Good morning.
So, Ian, this play is now around 80 years old. It was considered groundbreaking at the time. It's now something of a classic. What keeps it fresh for audiences today?
Well, it's the story of a family at the center of it, a family that's in turmoil. And it also really explores for young artists that time in your life when you're trying to break out and separate yourself and find your identity. And it's still universal, right?
Yeah.
Huge hit on Broadway about 10 years ago with Jerry Jones and Zachary Quinto of Star Trek fame. And the play just continues to move people.
So, you're trying a creative staging of this, which we kind of mentioned in our tease, which is that you have dual casting in the two lead characters. Tell us about how that works and why you've chosen to do that.
Well, we have been working with young artists with disabilities for about 5 years. And the play really deals with our young people who have their own challenges and also deal with a fair amount of isolation. And the young artists in our studio that have their own challenges and disabilities can bring a richness to the performance that, quite frankly, nobody else can.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to create an environment where that could happen. So we have, and Jack and Sophie have been here at the studio with us for about 5 years. So they've done a significant amount of work as performers, and this is kind of stepping up their game, asking them to do something that's really advanced.
Yeah. And Sophie, I'm interested, the character that you play, Laura, has perhaps some lingering effects of childhood polio or something. And so she has some mobility issues. You yourself have cerebral palsy. Can you talk a little bit about how you have approached playing this character on stage and how your own personal experiences as an actor and just as a child, as a young adult, have informed the work that you do?
I think that the way we figure out life because Florida is very shy, but I'm not shy, but I get nervous sometimes. but but we work so hard to overcome that. I had to work very hard to manage my life, but it's okay because I love doing theater so much. And I just feel like part of myself doing a show.
Yeah, it's wonderful that this show has opened up this opportunity. Sophie's mom, how has it been having your daughter, first of all, involved in theater to the extent that she is, and then taking a lead role in this production?
It's really been amazing. The mentorship and support that Ian has shown Sophie over the years and the opportunities that she's had have really just helped her grow her skills as an actor, her confidence, there's just so many benefits with even vocabulary, reading comprehension. But the biggest thing is watching her have all of these benefits doing something that she really loves to do.
And so, Jack, you are playing the role of Tom, which is one of the two leads, these siblings, Laura and Tom. What have you been enjoying about the performance, and what is it that your own background brings to the character?
What I really like about the performance is I feel like I like drama roles a lot more because it helps me get in the harder characters because dramas tend to be harder. And I feel like I relate to Tom in some ways where I can be frustrated with the fact that the world's not in my head, even though the world can't automatically understand what's going on inside my head. And Tom is kind of like that, and he's a very interesting character to get to know.
Yeah. And so we mentioned, Sophie has cerebral palsy. Jack has some neurodivergent uh, diagnosis, I guess
Yep.
we'd call it. And so how do you integrate their own background into the performances that they give, and how do they interact with the other actors that are also performing those roles?
Well, we were lucky because we have a veteran director who's worked for 40 years and is great with young artists. So we do make some adjustments and adaptations. Sometimes, for instance, with a neurodiverse student, you don't rehearse as often. You rehearse in short spurts With Sophie, who's been working with her speech therapist, we're actually going to be projecting her dialogue as she's speaking on stage so the audience can enjoy her acting, which is what it's all
Oh,
about.
wonderful. Yeah. And so are they trading lines? Are they going back and forth? How does that work?
No, the play runs as it would with what we would say a neurotypical cast. So
Okay.
it's the same performance from start to finish. It has about the same running time. Um, there's not too much of a difference. We just make these, particularly in the rehearsal period, we make adjustments for that have to do with stamina and energy and focus.
Yeah. And Sophie, I now that we're getting near the opening of the performance, what are you getting excited about? What are you most looking forward to?
I'm motivated about doing the play and the show more often because I've been doing theater for like 5 or 6 years. My second grade teacher encouraged me to do audition for Moana, and I loved it.
Oh,
Doing shows like it's fun. I like being with my friend at the studio or at school, and I just like how I proud myself because it's a hard work.
yeah. It is hard work. Well, I'm sure that mom's proud too. The show is the Glass Menagerie by Tennessee Williams. It runs at Apex Theater Black Box Studio in World Golf Village. 20 September 26th through September 26th through October 9th. Ian Mairs, Jack Gallison, Sophie Somaru, and Ailee Somaru, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.